In just a minute, Miss Ramp is going to tell you, I'm going to tell you to go back to your seats and get started. What does that mean? What do you need? Where's your stuff? That's a great question. Rough draft paper. There is no pink table. That's why this bin is special. You know this is where you get rough draft paper. Listen, it's light. It's not meant for paint. It's for rough drafts. You also have thick and thin markers. You can tell which one is which because of the font I used to write them. Thin has thin letters, thick has thick letters. If you are using any paint materials at all during any part of the class, you will need to come to the materials table. When I come to the materials table, I'm going to take a clean cup if I can find it. Sometimes we don't have clean cups, that's okay. I'm going to take a yellow brush, a blue brush, and a red brush. Then I'm going to take a towel and a plate. These are the things that you will need to paint. Don't get your paint yet. You have too many things in your hand. You need to go back to your seat, drop it off, and come back to get your paints. Another place then you can get paints from is in the cubbies. When we take paints or any materials out of the cubbies, we never, ever, ever shake them. We do not shake them. These are delicate materials. This is where you will also find other materials like oil pastels and chalk pastels. Another material you might need is markers or colored pencils. Crayons are always already at your seat. If you sit at the orange table, the middle or the second row is colored pencils. The last row are markers. I have a little secret to tell you. This is a pet peeve of mine. Always, always, always put the markers on the back of the marker so they do not what? That's right. Roll off the table and get lost. Always put it on the back of your marker. This is an amazing drawing done by a 5th grader named Zuri. She's not done with it, so what she did before the end of class is she wrote a note to herself, what video she was drawing, what time she stopped it at. That's a great idea. So next time she comes to class, she knows exactly where she left off. It's time to clean up. I hate that art has ended. The first thing you need to put away is your headphones and your iPad. Wrapping it up nice and neat. You can notice here that this hook, here is the hook that is on the table. This is not a very deep hook, it's a shallow hook. So these headphones here are thick and deep. So if I go to put this on here, it's actually just gonna balance and dangle on this little hook. So where you really want it to go is either on this metal part, or sometimes there's a little part right here that you can hook it through. So, as I've already mentioned, it's cleanup time, y'all. It's the worst part of art class, but it's gotta happen. Let's talk about some of the cleanup rules. All right, let's talk about these pencils. I have a cup full of pencils, and as you can see here, someone didn't follow these cleanup rules. Erasers do not go in this cup. They get stuck at the bottom, and then no one can use them. If you see an eraser in here, and you wanna be a good citizen and help fix that, by all means, please do. We have this big container so that things can easily be found, like our sharpener or our erasers. Those are the things that go there. Where do I put my artwork? If it's dry, it goes in here, whether it's a rough draft or a final draft. If it's wet, it goes, you guessed it, to the drying rack. We usually do our artwork on these 8 by 11 pieces of paper. That's a large piece of paper. If it's a large piece of paper, 2 go on each shelf. This one already has one on it. It has an empty space here. I'm gonna put it here and put this shelf down for the next person. Paint supplies, let's put them away. First thing I'm gonna do is put away my water cup. You can do this in any order, but you're gonna have to take more than one trip if you don't wanna spill stuff. So I have a blue paintbrush here. It goes in the blue bin, yellow and yellow, red and red, and water here. I never, ever, ever, ever put what in here? That's right, dirty brushes. Dirty brushes never go in here. My dirty towel can go right in here. I don't put dirty plates back on the clean plate pile. There is a special bin labeled dirty plates right by the sink. Markers and colored pencils go back over there. Now that I've put all my mediums, paints, oil pastels, etc. away, the only thing left on my desk should be work that is dry in here and our crayons in the center of the table. And last but not least, put these in color order.